Hi friends, welcome to our channel. So if you are new to this channel, so please subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you will get the notification as soon as I upload the new videos. So we'll continue this video. So now in this video we are going to discuss about some more MCQ questions from Java blogs. So first we'll look at the first code. You can look at my first code. I have a class, my class. There I have a constructor which is displaying A. So in our previous video, already we have discussed what is constructor and what is method. So constructor name must be the class name, and the constructor will not come with any return type. And when this constructor will get execute, the constructor will get execute automatically when I am creating an object of this class. So finally, because of this object creation, so this constructor is going to execute automatically. And you can look at the name of the constructor. It must be same as my class name. So next, I have something like anonymous block. Constructor and method also a block, but it is coming with some name, right? So generally we can say we have two kind of blocks in Java. One is block with name, another one is blocks without name, nothing but anonymous block. So we can look at this one. This is just empty, open, close and brace. So there is no name, so I will say it is a anonymous block. So we have two kind of anonymous block in Java. This one is instance block. In the next program or in the next code, we'll see about static block. So finally, we have two kind of anonymous block in Java. So this one is instance block. If I am defining a block with static keyword, then I will say it's static block. In the next code, you will come to know what is static block. So finally here I have a constructor as well as anonymous block. So we are already familiar. The constructor will get execute when I am creating an object. The same way, this anonymous block also will get execute automatically when I am creating an object like constructor. So finally, because of this object creation, JVM will execute constructor as well as anonymous block. So now we have to know one thing, which one will get executed at first, so that easily I can predict the output. So finally, whenever I'm trying to create object of any class, at first it will be executing the instance block and then it will execute the constructor. So finally, I'm creating object of this class. Now easily you can predict the output. Because of this object creation, at first it will be executing this instance block. So it will display B and then the constructor will get execute. So finally our output will be for this particular code, the output will be BA. Option B is the correct answer. So friends, I hope clear about instance block in Java. So finally, don't forget, when we are creating an object, at first it will be executing the instance block and then it will execute the constructor. So now we'll move the next question. So next question is also again based on instance block. But the difference is in my code, in the previous code, I was creating only one object, but now I am creating two objects. So already we know for each and every object creation, the constructor will get execute automatically. The same way for each and every object creation, this instance block also get execute. So if I am creating two object, then the instance block will get execute two times. For each object creation, the instance block will get execute like constructor. So now I hope easily you can predict the output. For the first object creation, so first it will execute the instance block and then constructor. For the first object, the output will be BA. And again for the second object creation, once again it will execute instant block and then constructor. So finally the output will be BA. Option A is the correct answer. So hope we are clear about instance block. So now we may get one more doubt in this question. In a single class, I can define a number of constructor, nothing but constructor overloading. The same way we will be getting a doubt. Can I define multiple instance block in a same class? If yes, what will be the order? Which block will get executed at first? So now we'll see little more depth on this. For a single class, yes, you can have a number of instance block. So, but the order is it is based on the sequence manner. It is based on the given manner. So, for example, assume that I have defined this instant block at first, which is displaying B. Let me assume that after this, I have one more instant block, which is displaying C. So finally, when I am creating object of this particular class, at first it will execute the first defined instance block. Second, the second defined instance block. It will go like this. So once all the instance blocks were executed, it will go and execute the relevant constructor. So finally, don't forget, friends, for a single class, yes, I can define n number of instance block, but the execution is based on the order which we have defined in the class. So hope it's clear, friends. So now we'll move the next question. So this is about your second type of blocks. It's nothing but static block. So already in the beginning we have discussed. So we have two kind of blocks. One is instant block, another one is static block. So both are anonymous block. You can see static block also without name, but it is coming with the keyword static. So I will say it's a static block. So already we know that the static property can run without objects. The same way, the static block will run without object. But if I want to execute an instant block, then I need to create an object. If there is no object creation, then the instance block will not get executed. Yes, the instant block will get executed automatically when we are creating object like constructor. But the static block will get executed automatically without object or without object creation. So now we have to understand I have a static block as well as I have a main method. So usually we know that the program will begin with the main method. So now we have to understand when this static block will get executed. So when I'm executing the program, so at first the JVM will check is there any static block. If there is a static block, then the static block will get executed at first and then it will execute the main method. So which means the static block will get executed before your main method. At first static block will get executed and then main method will get executed. So finally, now I hope easily you can predict the output. So first it will be executing the static block which is printing A, and then it is coming to the main method, it is displaying B. So finally option A will be the right answer. So now again you may get another question. Uh, so like instance block, can I define multiple static block? Yes, we can define multiple static block in a class. So the invocation order is same as our instance block. So the first defined static block will get executed at first, and then it will go to the second defined static block up to static block n. So once all the static block is completed, then it will go to the main method. So so we are clear about two types of anonymous block in Java: instance as well as static block. So we'll move the next question. So hope this question easily you can answer. Yes, by seeing the code itself, easily we can understand. I'm trying to return a value before the statement. So usually we know that the return statement will be at the end. Yes, once this return statement is reached, the compiler will come out of this particular block or method. So which means coming to this program, I have a return one. After that, I have a statement, which means this particular line will never ever get executed. Yes, once I call this method, because of return one, it will come out of that my method, and always this system.out.println a, nothing but the line number one will be a unreachable code. So finally, because of that line, so it will throw the compile time error, nothing but unreachable statement. So hope friends we are clear about the blocks. So in our next video, so we will be discussing about some of the MCQ questions in Java strings. So thanks team, thanks friends for watching this video. So if you like this video, please subscribe and share it with your friends.